You're looking live at Fenway Park in Boston, where tonight it will be opening night of Minor League Baseball 2022 as Major League Baseball drafts the greatest baseball players finally comes live as we present opening day 2022 as these 12 minor league teams have drafted up to 500 Major League Baseball players. And tonight it will be a debut as the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, led by Blackwell, will take on the Worcester Redsoxs, led by Dwight Gooden. I'll be playing as the home team in most instances. I'll be playing as the Worcester team in this contest tonight. This has been a long time coming. I've been working on these teams for a while now. Most of these guys come in with their best players. I've made some trades between these teams to make them the what I think would be the most happiest for a lot of these teams. So you're going to see a lot of changes if you watch the opening broadcast. I've made teams kind of hometown favorite in a lot of ways. If you look at this Red Sox team, they have a lot of trades that were made, a lot of moves, and I think it makes them an overall better team. For the Worcester Red Sox, it will be Teddy Williams. He did get traded right at the end of spring training, and a blockbuster trade from the Scranton Rail Riders. And it'll be Mays in center and Mike Trout in right field. In the infield, it'll be Boggs at third, Nomar Garcia-Parra at short, Dustin Pedroia at second, Bill Terry at first, and Carlton Fisk behind the plate. On the mound is the 1985 Dr. Dwight Gooden. Again, this is going to be advanced Strat-O-Matic, so there'll be no super advanced on the ballpark, singles, stuff like that. Everything will be played pretty much off the card. There's no clutch hitting. For the Red Sox on their bench, you'll look at be Rafael Palmeiro, Scott Rowland, Eddie Collins, Gene Tennis, Tony Fernandez, and Jim Rice. Their pitchers are closer Koji O'Hara. Their rotation will consist of Gooden, Justin Verlander, Jim Lonborg, and Andrew Kashner and Akari Ukakuma. So not the greatest five. Steve Howe, Neil Kotz, Joe Sambito, Derek Lowe also will make up their bullpen. So most teams are situated at a 15-10 hitter to pitcher combinations. Let's look at the lineup first of all for the visiting Jacksonville team. It'll be Tony. This is a loaded offensive team the other way too. Tony Gwynn leads off. He's your designated hitter. Batting second to shortstop is Jimmy Rollins. Batting third is the third baseman George Brett. Batting fourth is the right fielder Babe Ruth. Batting fifth is the catcher Charles Johnson. Batting sixth is the left fielder Luis Gonzalez. Batting seventh is the center fielder Brady Anderson. So you're talking about 3 50 home run guys in one outfield, and that tells you what kind of offense these teams will have. First baseman is going to be Norm Cash, and the second baseman is Charlie Garringer. Their extra players consist of Eddie Matthews, J.D. Drew, Darren Dalton, Nellie Fox, Hank Aaron, and Edgar Martinez. Their starters are going to go. Blackwell. He is their starter today, and then he'll be manned by Pedro Martinez, who will be their 2 starter, I believe. I think that will be Matt Harvey will be in there. Zach Greinke and Anibal Sanchez is the 5. Their bullpen will be Joe Nathan, Aroldis Chapman, Sergio Romo, and Bruce Sutter. So again, pretty strong bullpen. These are 2 very highly touted teams. So it's a very strong opening day matchup to say the least. And we're ready for baseball for the first time in this minor league baseball experience. Again, this is 2022 minor league baseball using the Strat-O-Matic draft process. Let's go ahead and change our logo to the MiLB logo that we'll be using for this league. And then let's get this started and watch out. Here come the runs. It's going to be Doc Gooden. He'll get the start as Tony Gwynn comes up. This is Gwynn's 1984 campaign. 394 average, 17 homers, 90 RBIs. Again, he may have hit 400 if 1994 finished the way it was supposed to. So Fisk gets ready. He puts down the sign for the good doctor. The good doctor sets in. And here's the first pitch of the ball game. 1-5, and there it is. That's a double down the line for Gwynn. He starts off with a double. So Tony Gwynn starts with a double to lead off the game. And here we go. If you missed it, this is going to be a very interesting league. So here is Scott. Here's Jimmy Rollins. 296, 30 homers, 94 RBIs for J-Roll. Fisk behind the plate sets the target. Good from the stretch. And here's the pitch to Rollins. And now we have 2-8, and Jimmy Rollins hits a shot to deep left field. Back goes Williams, looks up, and it is gone. So Jimmy Rollins, it's a 2-run homer over the monster in left. And Jacksonville has jumped on top 2-0. So there you go. This league is just going to be an offensive onslaught. And Doc Gooden has faced already 2 batters and 2 runs. Now here is George Brett, of course, using the 1980 year, 390, 24 homers, 118 RBI. There's no let up in these teams. Fisk sets the target. Gooden from the windup. Here's the pitch to Brett. And that'll be a 6-10 ground ball to third. Boggs goes over to first, can't make the play. And that'll be an error on Boggs. So Brett's on base, Boggs with the error. And you can't have errors in this league with this much offense. And here comes the Bambino, 376, 54, 137. His 1920 campaign, which is absolutely one of the best cards in baseball. Fisk sets the target. Gooden from the stretch. Runner on first and nobody out. Here's the pitch to Ruth. And that's a 4-2. And Gooden cannot have that happen. That's a base hit. Brett will go to third. And it's first and third. Nobody out. And boy, the Jumbo Shrimp have really come on strong here. As they are hitting at will. First and third. Nobody out. Good in trouble. And these teams don't have deep bullpens for mop-up guys, so this is where you may have to relook at your availabilities and maybe cut a reliever to bring up a guy who can give you 4 or 5 innings, because Gooden is on the cusp of being tired, and this would not be good. Here's Charles Johnson. He's the catcher. He's a 5R, so he's a destructive hitter against right-handed pitching. 31 homers, 91 RBIs. And he's also a 1 glove, so this team has an excellent battery. Fisk behind the plate sets the target. Gooden from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Charles Johnson. 5-6, struck him out. There's the first strikeout of the season, and Gooden need that one. Here is one of the 350 home run combos on this team. Luis Gonzalez, 2001, 57 home runs, 142 RBIs, hit 325. Hoping to set up a double play here. Gooden working from the stretch. Fisk sets the target. Gooden looks in. Here's the pitch to Luis Gonzalez, 311, and he walked him, and the bases are loaded for the other 50 home run guy, and that is Brady Anderson. 580 at-bats, 37 doubles, 5 triples, 50 homers, 110 RBIs. Bases loaded, 1 out. Jacksonville with a 2-0 lead. 1 out here in the first. Fisk sets in. Gooden from the stretch. He wants to get a double play from Brady Anderson. Here's the pitch. 3-2, and he walked in a run. Oh, Gooden cannot afford doing that. Back-to-back walks, and it's 3-0 Jacksonville. What a start here for the Jumbo Shrimp. And again, the Red Sox have some issues early, and it does not get any better as you get a Norm Cash 1961 season coming at you. 361, 41 homers, 132 RBIs, and he is a strong left-handed hitter only against righties. So Gooden now needs to get a double play here against Cash. His bullpen's going to have to start loosening up in a hurry. Fisk puts down the target. Gooden from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Cash. 5-6, and struck him out looking. That's 2. And it doesn't stop there. Batting now, they have completely batted around. Here is Charlie Garringer. He is a 330 hitter, 16 homers, 98 RBIs. A tremendous hitter both ways. He is, and also a 4R also. So Fisk sets the target. Can Gooden get out of this mess, giving up 3 runs on 3 hits? The bases are loaded and 2 outs. Gooden from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Garringer. 2-6 and a single, 2 stars. And that will fatigue Gooden as both Ruth and Gonzalez scores. And it's 5-0 Jacksonville. And the top of the lineup comes up again as Tony Gwynn's up 1-for-1 with a double. So if you're expecting a pitching duel, I say not. So let's see if Blackwell will have something to say when he comes out in the bottom of this inning. This is the 10th batter of the inning for the JJS. Fisk sets the target. Gooden, now tired, has to worry about bullets from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Gwynn. 3-9, a single for Gwynn, make it 6-0. Gwynn is second hit of the inning. Garringer takes second, and it's 6-0 Jacksonville. This has just been a murderous first inning. If you came to the ballpark wanting to see your hometown team, they have not gotten up yet. There's 2 on bases now for Jimmy Rollins, who homered early in this inning. Gets a second turn, 10th batter of the inning. Or I should say he's the 11th batter of this inning. Fisk sets the target. Gooden from the stretch. Here's the pitch to J-Roll. 1-10 popped up the third. Boggs got it. Makes the catch. And the first inning is finally mercifully over. 6 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 2 left. We played 1/2 inning. It is 6-0 Jacksonville. Gooden, though, only gave up 2 earned runs out of the 6, as that big error by Boggs kind of opened up a huge floodgate of an inning. So now for Jacksonville, it will be Boggs, Trout, Williams, Terry, Willie Mays, Lefty O'Doul, Fisk, Garcia Parra, and Pedroia against Blackwell, who had the uncomfortable feeling for pitching for this team. He was 17-15, 2.97 ERA, 203 hits, 261 innings. Again, I went #1 starter based on innings pitched. So Pedro may be the best pitcher on this team, but Blackwell will get the first start. And for him, I think Pedro's happy not to have to pitch in this ballpark, at least not today. So he'll bat. His infield is Gonzalez, Anderson, Ruth. That's a 3-2-3 defensively. It is Brett, Rollins, Garringer, Cash. That's a 2-1-1-3. Charles Johnson's a 1 with a -2, and Blackwell is your pitcher. So here's Boggs. Let's see if Wochester can wake up from the dead, down 6-0 here in the first. So Johnson sets the target. Blackwell from the windup. Here's the pitch to Boggs, and that's a 2-8 fly ball center field. Anderson's there, makes the catch, and there's 1 out. Here is Michael Trout. 323, 27 homers, 97 runs batted in, 110 walks, 136 Ks. Johnson sets the target now. Blackwell with the windup. Here's the pitch to Trout. 1-6, and that is a line drive in the gap. That'll be off the monster. Gonzalez plays it, and Trout has a double. So Mike Trout with the leadoff double here first. Runner on second and nobody out. And the Sox come back with a chance. And here's the guy they traded for, Mr. Ted Williams, 406, 37, 120. They basically traded for the Jeter trade to get Jeter to Scranton. They also added some other talent, but they wanted to bring Teddy home to Fenway. Let's see if it works. Williams comes up. Johnson sets the target. Blackwell from the stretch now with the runner on second and 1 out. The pitch to Teddy Williams. 4-6, a single to center field. 1-18. Trout, he'll try to score, and he does not, and it scores. And it's 6-1 Jacksonville. So Teddy Williams starts off right with the Fenway fans with a big hit. And it's 6-1. Now here is Bill Terry, 1930 season. 23 homers, 129 RBIs, hit 401. So Worcester with back-to-back 400 hitters on their team compared to the Jacksonville team with an outfield of 350 home run guys. Johnson sets the target. Blackwell from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Terry. And that's a 4-7. That's a single 1-13. And Bill Terry drives one through for a base hit. Boy, we're going to be saying that all season long. First and second, 1 out. And here comes Worcester. They're going to try to get back in this one way or the other. And here's a say hey kid, Willie Mays, 345, 41, 110 on the season with 565 at bats. Mays in center field. Number 24, Johnson sets the target. Blackwell from the stretch. 2 on, 1 out. Here's the pitch to say hey kid. 1-7, a drive in the gap left center field. It's over Anderson's head. Williams will score. Terry of the 1-15. He'll try to score. The throw not in time. It's 6-3. So it's 6-3. So you'll Blackwell. And now the bullpen for Jacksonville's going to have to get going. And the computer's usually very quick on making moves. So we'll see how that works. And now here's a designated hitter, Lefty O'Doul. He's a 1930 season, 383 season for O'Doul. 22 homered, 97 RBIs with a 4 in the outfield. So he's going to get a start here as a DH. And boy, now a 6-3 game here in the first. It's going to be a football type game. It's going to be a pinball type arcade here at the ballpark. Johnson sets the target. Blackwell, runner on second and 1 out. Here's the pitch to O'Doul. And that's a 3-10 fly ball right field. Roots there. Mays will have to hold. There's 2 outs. And here is their catcher, Carlton Fisk out of New Hampshire. 7th hitter in this lineup, 315, 26 homers, 102 RBIs. Loves right-handed pitching. He's a 4. On deck is Garcia Parra, followed by Pedroia. Johnson sets in the target. Blackwell from the stretch, runner on second and 2 outs, pitch to Fisk. 2-4, walked him, and now the Sox have a chance to put the tying runner on base after being down 6. And here's Garcia Parra. So Garcia Parra, the batter, 2 on, 2 out, 372 hitter, 21 homers, 96 RBIs for Nomar as he hits. Johnson sets the target. Blackwell from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-6, pop the short. Rollins is there, makes the catch, and inning 1 is over. Welcome to Pinball Arcade, minor league baseball style. We're playing 1 inning of play. It's 6-3 Jacksonville. So top of the second, and we are about only 17 minutes in. We are just going. And now they'll come back up again with Brett, Ruth, and Johnson left, right against Gooden, who stays in the game. He is fatigued. Fisk sets the target. Gooden, the windup. Here's the pitch to Brett. 1-5 ball. That should be gone. Deep to right center field. Way back is Mays. Cannot get it, and it's gone. So George Brett puts one on the board. It's now 7-3 Jacksonville. So here's the Bambino. He singled his first time up. So the pitching getting an abrupt, rude awakening in this league. Fisk sets in the target. Gooden from the windup. Here's the pitch to Ruth. And that's a 2-10, and he walks. And Gooden has walked 3 in his first inning plus. Oh, boy, their bullpen's going to have to set and get going here. But I don't know if bringing anyone out here is going to make that big of a difference. We'll see who they can bring in. I mean, with 91 possible innings, Derek Lowe may get a long. If he can go 4 or 5 innings for you. Fisk sets in the target. Gooden from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Charles Johnson. 1-8 fly ball center field. So Johnson's going to be 0 for 2. He'll be hearing that in the dugout. And here's Luis Gonzalez. He walked his first time up and scored a run. Fisk sets in the target. Gooden from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out. Pitch to Gonzalez. 3-6. A single to right field. Babe will go to third. 2 on and 1 out. And here's Brady Anderson. The hits just keep on coming for this Jacksonville team. Brady Anderson, nothing across with an RBI and a walk his first time up. 2 on, 1 out. Fisk sets in the target. Gooden working from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Anderson. 6-4 catcher. Axel goes second and third. Fisk cannot allow that one. That was it was a wild pitch and pop-up. So there you got the second out, but he got the wild pitch first. So Ruth and Gonzalez take second and third. They get the pop-up, so it's second and third, 2 outs for Cash. So second and third, Cash is 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Gooden needs one of those strikeouts right now. Fisk sets in the target. Gooden working from the stretch, second and third, and 2 outs. The pitch, 2-10, ground ball to short. Garcia Parra throws them out and ends the second inning. So Gooden struggles through 2 and trails 7-3. Bottom of the second inning here. Matic advanced first game, game 1, opening night, as Jacksonville versus Worcester, a major league draft league that we did. It was an auto draft, and we did some trades and rosters transactions after that. And then we have this monster of a league. And here's Pedroia. He leads off. He did not bat in the first. DP, 326, 17 homers, 83 ribs. Johnson sets the target. Blackwell from the windup. Here's the pitch to Pedroia. 5-5, ground ball to second. That will be Garringer. He throws it out number 1. Here's Boggs. He flied out. Johnson sets in the target. Blackwell looks in, and here's the windup to Boggs, and that's a 3-9, and Boggs walks. So Boggs is on base with 1 out. And here's Michael Trout. Doubled his first time up and scored the first run in Worcester history. 7-3 Jacksonville, 1 out in the second. Johnson sets in the target. Blackwell from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Trout. And that'll be a 5-7. Struck him out. So, Blackwell with a huge strikeout. That's his 2 out for him. So the Cincinnati native pitching in his 1950 season. Again, it's a strictly advanced card with no ballparks to it. So here is Teddy Williams. He's 1 for 1, single ribby first time up. Johnson sets the target. Blackwell from the stretch, runner on first and 2 outs. Pitch to Teddy. 5-11. That's a walk. So Teddy draws the walk, and here comes Bill Terry. So Terry with a single his first time up and scored a run. 2 on 2 outs. Worcester trying to get back in this one right now. Johnson sets in. Blackwell from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Terry. And that's a 3-7 single, 1-4. He gets the 1-4. He gets the low split, and the bases are loaded. So Terry's on first. And now the Red Sox have the bases loaded in 2 outs. Again, the tying run comes to the plate for the second straight inning. And it brings up the Say Hey Kid, who doubled in 2 his first time up. So Johnson sets in the target, puts down the target. Blackwell from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Mays. 2-9, struck him out, and Blackwell gets out of the second inning. We play 2. Oh my, it's 7-3 Jacksonville. Top of the third, and now we'll bring up Garringer, followed by Gwynn and Rollins. Garringer knocked in 2 his first time up. Fisk puts down the target. Gooden working his third inning. Here's the pitch. And here's a 3-9, a walk to Garringer. Oh, gosh, that's 4 walks and 2+. Now, I'm kind of playing the inside pitch role as a human manager. If Gooden reaches and finds a dot on his card, which will give him the hit on fatigue, then he will be removed. Right now, he hasn't hit it yet. So he's going to stay and trying to give this Worcester team some innings as a starter. But he's on the cusp of being yanked. This is the 3rd time through the order in the 3rd inning. And here's Tony Gwynn. He's 2 for 2 already with a single and a double. Fisk sets the target. Gooden from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Gooden. Or say to Gwynn. 4-8 and struck. Oh, that's a base hit. And that will knock out Gooden. There's the fatigue dot on Dwight. And here comes the Worcester manager. And that will do it. He pulls the plug on the doctor. And his day is over. He goes 2+ innings. He's responsible for Garringer and Gwynn on base. Rollins to come up. Pitching change here to the Fens. It will be Derek Lowe. So Derek Lowe will come in again. They don't have a straight 2 long man on this team. They're going to have to add one. I think a lot of these teams have survived these beatings. So Lowe will come in. He gave the Red Sox in this season 4-4, 42 saves, 2.56 ERA, 91 innings, and gave up 90 hits. Doesn't give up a ton of power, so that's good. But now he has to see if he can give innings. Normally he can be a 2, so he can go 5 innings if he doesn't get hurt. So let's see. Fisk sets the target. J-Roll comes up. He's homered and popped out. Red Sox will play the infield in. They're going to try to drop this before mercy is called. Fisk sets the target. Low from the stretch. There's a pitch to Rollins. And that's a 5 ground ball to first as Terry does. He have it. He makes the play, holds Garringer, takes it to the bag, and that's a big out. So here's Brett, 1 for 2. Reached on an error in the first. I kind of started the floodgates against Gooden and then homered in the second. So runner on second and third, 1 out. Brett, the batter, against Derek Lowe. Lowe from the stretch. The Red Sox playing the infield in. That's Terry, Pedroia, Garcia, Parra, and Bonds. And on the grass, Lowe from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Brett. 4-5 all left field. Williams is going to, he makes the catch, but a run will score. So a sac fly, and now there's 2 outs with a runner on second. So now it's 8-3 Jacksonville. And here is Babe Ruth. So Ruth comes up 1 for 1. He singled in the first and walked in the second. Fisk sets the target. Low from the stretch. Runner on second and 2 out. And the pitch. 2-6 struck him out. Good job by Derek Lowe. He gets out of it for Gooden. He only gives up 1 more earned run. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 8-3 Jacksonville. So now it will be lefty O'Doul followed by Fisk and Garcia Parra. The back here in the bottom half of this third inning. Again, this is minor league baseball, 12 teams we chose, and Major League Baseball draft ensued. 500 of some of the greatest Major League Baseball players will put on these 12 teams, and you're going to have a star-studded offensive field, some great pitching, but problem is, can great pitching beat great hitting in a league like this? We're going to find out. So lefty O'Doul's up. He's 0 for 1. Johnson puts down the sign. Blackwell with a pitch, and here it is, lefty O'Doul. 6-7 struck him out, so O'Doul has strikeout number 3. He struck out 3 and walked 3. He's given up 5 hits, though. And here's Fisk. He walked his first time up. Johnson sets the target in. Blackwell with the windup and pitch to Fisk. That's a 3-8, and Fisk walks for the second time. Now here's Garcia Parra. This is when Red Sox need to make some hay. And boy, at the bottom of the lineup is nothing to be shabby about. Garcia Parra, 372 hitter this season, 21 and 96. Johnson puts down the target, taps the glove. Blackwell from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Garcia Parra, 4-8, and struck him out looking. That's 2. Here's the second baseman, Dustin Pedroia. 2 outs here in the third. 8-3 Jacksonville. Johnson sets in the target. Blackwell from the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a 5-6 that struck him out looking. So a good third inning for Blackwell. We played 3. It's 8-3 Jacksonville. Now heading to the fourth. So fourth inning here. Again, minor league baseball's top 12 teams from last year were chosen. And then an auto draft of 500 of the greatest Major League Baseball players were drafted onto these teams. We did our winter meetings, which we did televise. And we did some roster transaction and trades. So here is Charles Johnson. He's 0 for 2 in the fourth. Fisk sets the target low with the windup. Here's the pitch to Charles Johnson. 2-12 ground ball to short. Garcia Parra's got it up and throws him out for out number 1. Here's Luis Gonzalez. He's 1 for 1. He has a walk and a single. Low looks in. Here's the windup to Luis Gonzalez. 3-7. He walks for the second time. So he's on with 1 out. Here's Brady Anderson. Again, part of this 50 home run outfield. Fisk sets in the target. Low from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out. Here's the pitch to Brady Anderson. 3-6 and hit him straight with a pitch. Oh, you knew that had some interest. You know that had a little bit of a receipt on it. So Gonzalez on at second. Anderson on at first. And here come the JJS again. 8-3 Jacksonville here in the fourth. 1 out. Cash is 0 for 2. Boy, he's hearing the Bluebirds. He struck out and grounded out. Let's see if they can get a double play on Cash and get out of this. Fisk sets in the target. Low from the stretch. Looks in. Here's the pitch to Norm Cash. 6-4 and struck him out. Cash for the second time. Here's another Tiger on this team. Charlie Garringer. 2 quality Tigers on this team. And even though there is a Tiger franchise in this league, the Toledo Mud Hens. Fisk sets in the target. Low looks in. First and second. 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Garringer. 6-3. Deep drive to right field. That could be trouble. Anderson could score. Will they try it? He does and makes it. and it makes it a 10-3 ball game. So a 2-run double for Charlie Garringer, and in the ninth spot, he has 4 RBIs. And now here's Tony Gwynn. He's up for the 4th time in the 4th inning, and he's 3 for 3. Fisk sets the target low from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Gwynn. And that's a 3-7 base hit for Gwynn, and it makes it 11-3, and Derek Lowe is all of a sudden fatigued as well. So a 3-run 4th has gotten the low. Here's Rollins. Fisk sets the target low from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's a 4-8 fly ball center field. Mays there makes the catch. And Jacksonville keeps adding on to the fire. They put 3 on in the 4th. It's all jumbo shrimp. They leading it 11-3. Boy, what a monstrous lead so far for the JJS, as they are just really putting a severe hurting. Is this just a one-time action here, or are they just having their bats just explode at the right time? We'll have to see what happens during the rest of this league. A lot of this league will be autoed. I'll play one game probably on the schedule for fun, and then when I broadcast, I usually roll one die of a six game thing, and then I'll play the best game. I'll play the game that I roll, no matter what the game is, just to show and highlight different teams. Maybe we'll have the same game again, or I'll make a rule not to play these guys for the second game. Kind of that way we can see different teams, different nights, and hopefully out of this little season, we'll see how it works. Right now, Jacksonville loving the limelight. They've scored 11 in 4 games, 11 in 4 innings. So here's Boggs to be followed by Trout and Williams, talking about a Hall of Fame lineup. If you look at this team, just for Worcester alone, if I'm right, they are loaded with Hall of Famers. If I tell you, I bet you they have 7 out of 9 Hall of Famers on this team, and you got 2 guys who progressively could get in. I don't think Garcia Parra would, but Pedroia is a definite possibility in the future. And then on their bench, I mean, Gooden's on in. Palmero's never going to get in. Rowland is on the cusp of getting in. Eddie Collins is in. Tennis is not in. Fernandez, rest in peace, not in. Jim Rice is in. Uhara's not. Verlander is probably on the cusp when he retires to get in. Steve Howe, only if he walks that white line. Neil Kotz, Jim Lomborg, Sambito, Cashner. So they don't have a lot of pitchers that are going to meet that Hall of Fame standard. But as an offensive team, this wish will look at Jacksonville when they come up. But they have at least 7 Hall of Famers, if I'm right, on this offensive team. So you just can't. How much can pitching pitch around these guys? We're going to find out, though. Here's Johnson, sets the target. Blackwell with the windup, pitch to Boggs. And that's a 5-9 grounder short. Rollins got him, throws him out for out number 1. Here is Michael Trout, 1 for 2. Again, you might as well say he's going to be Hall of Fame worthy when he gets going. Johnson puts down the target. Blackwell with the windup. Here's the pitch to Trout. 5-10 catch X. Johnson's got it. Makes the catch, and that's 2 outs in the 4th. And here is Teddy Ballgame. Single and RBI in the 1st. Walked in the 2nd. Johnson sets in, puts down the target. Blackwell with the windup. Here's the pitch. 2-8 walks him, so Teddy Ballgame gets himself a walk. And now here's Bill Terry, 2 hits, coming off his 401 season. Johnson sets the target. Blackwell working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Terry. 6-7 struck him out, and Blackwell has been looking strong. He's only given up 3 runs, and that is a godsend in this league through 4. It's 11-3 JJS here in the 5th. Bleacher Bum Gaming in the ballpark. And yes, Bleacher Bum, if you watched the opening video or not, this is my minor league baseball project. 12 of the current minor league baseball teams out of the American League. And then I use Stratomatic Auto Draft to draft basically 500 of the greatest players, then mix them on the different leagues. This has so far been an offensive explosion. So far for the JJS, they are the Miami Marlins minor league franchise taking on the new franchise of Redsoxs as they came over from Pawtucket, Worcester, and I'm playing as the home team on these so far. So you can tell there's a ton of Hall of Famers and a ton of talent, and unfortunately the pitching may not survive. Derek Lowe is basically on fumes. He is fatigued here in the fifth, so he will go out as soon as the first, almost like, again, I'm playing the inside pitch fatigue rule. Once the dot comes up on Mr. Derek Lowe's card, I am pulling him, and I'll do that as a rule as a human manager. Otherwise, Lowe is going to try to pick up as many innings as he can. And like I mentioned earlier, these teams are going to have to pick up a long guy to make up for these beatings that these offense are going to give. So here's Brett, 1-for-2 home run. He also got on an error in the third, homered in the second, sac fly in the third, so he has 2 ribbies so far. Fisk sets the target low from the windup. Here's the pitch to Brett. 3-2, 5-ball right field. Trout makes the catch. Injuries are on, so if the injuries do happen, we do have the loaded benches for that reason. So I'll go ahead and take those with, that'll definitely play a factor. So Brett's limited 1980 campaign can be hurt. So here's Babe. The Ruth comes up. He has singled, walked in, struck out. So shockingly, he's 1-for-2. Fisk sets the target low with the windup. Here's the pitch to the Babe. 6-3. That's a line drive in the gap. That'll be into the wall. Ruth will go in the second. Stops there. And he's on at second with 1 out. So Ruth with a double. And here's Charles Johnson, the catcher. 0-for-3. Struck out, flew out, ground out. You're asking for Hall of Famers on this team. 1, 2, 3. 3. I would say there's 4 Hall of Famers in this lineup, but Jacksonville has looked the better so far. But you have to realize this team has 350 home run guys in their starting outfield, with Gonzalez in left, Brady Anderson in center, and Ruth in right. Fisk sets the target, Johnson the batter, low from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and that's a 1-8 5-ball center field. Mays is there, makes the catch. So Derek Lowe trying to survive the 5th inning. And now here's Gonzo, 1-for-1, 2 RBIs. He's walked twice, and he singled back in the second. Fisk sets in, puts the target down. Low with the windup. Here's the pitch to Gonzo. 1-9, ground ball to short. He dead rolled him, picked up and throws him out. And hey, for the first time all season, Jacksonville has had a 0 in their score column. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 11-3, Jacksonville. So last of the 5th here. No, I don't. This is just the American League. The Bees are actually a part of the I guess they're a part of the PCL, the Pacific Coast League teams. And so I didn't grab any of those. These are just the American League. So the Yankees, Scranton Rail Riders team, those teams like that are in here. So they're the top 12 teams of the American League are part of it. Kind of look it up. And then the National Leagues where the Bees play, and the Bees play, the Reno team, the Aces play, the Aviators from Las Vegas. They're all in that other division, along with like Oklahoma City, the Dodgers, and stuff like that. Yeah, they did go back. Yeah, they did go back to the Bees. Actually, they've been the Bees for a while now, and they are still the Angels AAA franchise. We had Trout up here for about a week. If you wanted to see him, you had to be really fast because the Angels quickly brought him up quick. So last of the 5th, 11-3 Jacksonville. Mays the batter. Will be Mays, O'Doul, and Fisk the bat here for him. So Johnson sets in. Blackwell looks in the 5th inning. He has been on his game. He gave up 3 first-inning runs, and so far Jacksonville has got him an 8-run lead. Here's the pitch to Mays. Mays 1-for-2, 3-9. Mays with a base hit. So Mays 2-for-3. Can't keep the say hey kid down. Here's lefty O'Doul. He's 0-for-2. So O'Doul comes up, and talk about a good team for this Worcester team. I mean, yeah, they did make a lot of trades. I made some trades, acquisitions for him to get DiMaggio because Bleacher Bump Gaming, it was auto traded, and Ted Williams ended up on Scranton, a Yankee franchise, and the captain Derek Jeter ended up on the Worcester franchise. So we had to make amends for that and get Jeter to Scranton and Teddy over here to Worcester. Well, but unfortunately, Teddy's a little bit of a better player, so I had to offer the computer a little bit more. So I think we got the Warrior Paul O'Neill on the package plus some other players. And then I let Boston kind of get some other players to help them out too. Kind of helped them out putting some local products on these teams, kind of made them look better. and we'll still make some trades during the season if needed. But it's 11-3 Jacksonville. We play the bottom of the fifth inning. O'Doul the batter. Johnson puts down the target. Blackwell with the pitch. Here's a pitch to O'Doul. 6-11 ground ball back to O'Doul, and Blackwell will not make the play, and that's an infield hit. So Worcester with a chance, 2 on and nobody out. And here is Carlton Fisk. He has no at-bats so far. He's walked twice. This is a season where Fisk really hit hard right-handed pitching. So this is a golden opportunity for him. Here's Johnson. He sets in the target. Blackwell working from the stretch. 2 on and nobody out. Here's the pitch to Fisk. 5-9 ground ball to short. Rollins, he gets the double play. 6-4-3. So Mays moves to third, and now Garcia Parr's up with 2 outs. Here's Parr. Here's Nomar. He's popped up and struck out. Johnson sets the target. Blackwell with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a 3-6 base hit for Garcia Parr. They get a run back. So big RBI for Nomar. And it's now 11-4 Jacksonville. So Nomar's on. Here's Pedroia. He's 0 for 2. They're playing Pedroia. He's a local kid, but I'm sure Bleacher Bump Gaming would have something to say about it, as Eddie Collins sits on this team's bench. But played Dustin because he's a local boy, a 320 hitter, MVP season. But if you put Collins on this team, and maybe add more speed and probably, I don't know about a better fielder. They're both 1. So again, that's a kind of a toss-up, but you have a Hall of Famer in Eddie C. So Johnson sets the target. Blackwell working from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Pedroia. 5-7 struck him out. We played 5. So at the end of 5, it's 11-4 Jacksonville. So in the 5th inning, yeah, exactly. So yeah, to make moves there to kind of reverse the trades there. Here's Brady Anderson. He's 0 for 1 with an RBI. Fisk sets a target in. Lowe puts down the sign, and here's the pitch. 6-4 struck him out for the first out. So now here's Norm Cash. He's actually 0 for 3. Talk about hearing boo birds and hearing trade talk, as the team has scored 11 runs, and Cash so far is 0 for 3. And he's hitting against a righty, where in that 61 season, he absolutely demolished right-handed pitching. Fisk sets in the target. Lowe looks in, and the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-6. No, ground ball to first. Terry's got it, makes the play. So Derek Lowe is giving the Sox what they need right now, some little extra insurance on their, since Doc Gooden could not get out of the 2nd inning. Fisk sets the target. Lowe with the windup. Here's the pitch to Garringer. 1-8, and Garringer with his 3rd hit of the ball game. He has 4 RBIs and 3 hits. Talking about a second baseman just playing. He's a Hall of Famer, don't get me wrong, but he has all that talent in front of him. So here is back to the top of the lineup for Mr. Tony Gwynn. 4 for 4. He's up for his 4th time here in the 6th inning. He has 3 singles and a double, and he has 2 ribbies. Fisk sets the target. Low from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Gwynn. 3-8 fly ball. He dead rolled them left field. Williams makes the catch, and that's the 6th inning. Nothing across. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 11-4 Jacksonville. So 11-4 Jacksonville. We go to the bottom of the 6th, trying to get something going here. And it'll be Boggs, followed by Trout and Williams here in the 6th. Boggs 0 for 2. He walked in the 2nd. Johnson sets in the target. Blackwell looks in. Here's the pitch to Boggs. And that's a 5-4 fly ball left field. Gonzo there makes the catch, and there's 1 away. Here is Michael Trout. He is 1 for 3. Double in the 1st, struck out in the 2nd, and fouled out in the 4th. Johnson sets in, puts the target in. Blackwell with the windup. Here's the pitch to Trout. 2-4 ground ball to 2nd. Garringer's got it. Goes to cash, and that's 2 outs. And here's Teddy Ballgame. He's 1 for 1, 2 walks. RBI single back in the 1st. Johnson sets in, puts the target in. Blackwell with the windup. Here's the pitch to Teddy. 5-4 fly ball left field. Gonzo there, and a 3-up, 3-down inning for Blackwell. We head to the 7th. Jacksonville big 11-4. So here is Rollins, followed by Brett and Ruth here in the 7th. As Lowe is probably in his last inning, he's probably going to will max out before this inning's over. So Fisk sets the target in for Derek Lowe. Lowe trying to make it through this one. Here's the pitch to Rollins. 4-8, fly ball center field. Mays is there, makes the catch, and he's out. One away. Here's Brett. He's 1 for 3. Got on an error in the first, homered in the second, sac fly in the third, and flied out in the fifth. Fisk sets in the target. Lowe looks in. Here's the pitch to Brett. And Brett with the 111, deep fly left field. Williams at the track makes the catch. So for 2 outs, here is Mr. Babe Ruth. 2 for 3. Single in the first, double in the fifth. He walked in the second and then struck out in the third. So Ruth comes up 2 for 3 in the seventh. Fisk sets a target. Low trying to make it through the seventh. Pitch to Ruth. 1-5 is deep to right field. That's gone. See you later. Home run. So Ruth gets himself a big jolt in the seventh inning, and JJS has taken a 12-4 lead. The Jumbo Shrimp have just baked the Sox here today, 12-4. So here's Charles Johnson with 2 outs. Fisk sets in the target. Lowe looks in. Here's the pitch. And that's a 3-10 fly ball right field. Trout with the catch, makes the catch, and that's it. So Derek Lowe has at least given the Red Sox some bullpen help today. 1 run in the seventh, and it's 12-4 Jacksonville. Blackwell is set to go the full 9 if needed. They are preset for each team member that go the innings that they are based. So if they are a 7 with the asterisk, they are going to go 7th, or an 8 or 9. They are under my discretion in the game not to be pulled by the computer manager unless they've hit their fatigues. They can go the full distance. So guys who are used to going 300-plus innings has that capability of getting complete games in this league. Again, this league is going to be 3 home, 3 visitors against these all-star type teams. 12-team lead, so 66 full games. Johnson sets in the target. Blackwell looks in, and it will be Terry, Mays, and O'Doul here. So it will be lefty, righty, lefty against Blackwell. Pitch to Terry, 2 for 3, 4-6, base hit, Bill Terry. Coming off his 1930 400 season, Terry has 3 hits. So the Sox with 9 hits, the JJS with 13. Here's Mays, 2 for 3 with a double. Doubled in 2 in the first, singled in the fifth. Johnson sets the target. Blackwell working from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Mays. 2-4 ground ball to third. Brett goes to Garringer. It's all you're going to get. So Mays will get it first with the fielder's choice. 1 away. Here's lefty O'Doul. So O'Doul the batter. Johnson sets the target. O'Doul 1 for 3. He is a 380 hitter, but he's playing the designated hitter role today. He's a 4 in the outfield, so it kind of puts him in a spot where he can hit. And with the outfield of Williams, Mays, and Trout, yep, you're not going to break that outfield. So Johnson sets in. Blackwell looks in. Here's a pitch to O'Doul. 6-8 fly ball center. Anderson there makes the catch, and there's 2 outs in the seventh. So here's Pudge. He's 0 for 1. He's walked twice. Let's take a look at Fisk and see who's on this bench for a right-hander. We will go with Gene Tennis, who doesn't hit righties at all this season. So we will go ahead and bring Eddie Collins in. So Eddie Collins will swing, down by as many runs right now, so we'll go ahead and give him a shot. So easy Eddie, 365, 13 doubles, 3 homers, 73 RBIs, 500-plus at-bats, 38 steals. So Johnson sets the target. Blackwell from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Collins. 3-10 Collins with the walk. So now 2 on and 2 outs. And here's Garcia Parra. Pedroia probably will be hit for the next batter. So Garcia Parra comes up. Johnson sets the target. Blackwell looks in from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Garcia Parra. 110. Oh, deep fly left field. Took him to the monster, but Gonzalez makes the catch. So now they're going to have to make some changes here. So the new catcher will be Gene Tennis. And Tennis will get moved into, do we want to? Who do we do that? Then do we have another second baseman shortstop? So Tennis will lead off the 8th. That's probably not going to be good. He doesn't hit righties much. But Eddie Collins will stay in and play second, so replaces Pedroia. Tennis will catch. And let's see, Derek Lowe will stay in the game. Boy, Lowe has done masterfully. He has gone 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. In a week like this, you'll take it. Lowe will probably tire before this inning is out. Once he does, he will be out of gas. So Tennis sets the target. Lowe looks in. Here's a pitch to Gonzo. 2-3, foul out behind the plate. Makes the catch for the first out in the 8th. So here's Brady Anderson. He's 0 for 2 with an RBI. Actually, with Lowe already being tired, they don't give me the exhaust sign anymore because he became tired early on. So until he hits that dot on his card, Lowe's going to try to muster through this. He'll probably end up getting a 3-day fatigue on the card, but that's okay. Tennis sets the target. Lowe for the windup. Here's the pitch. 1-8. That's a single for Brady Anderson. What I may have to do what Major League Baseball does and send the guys down to the minors to rehab the relief appearance and then bring up somebody else to take the place on the roster type thing. Tennis sets the target. Lowe from the stretch, run on first and 1 out. Here's the pitch to Cash. 6-7, struck him out. That's a base hit, so that will do it for Lowe. That's the first dot he's hit off his card, so that will fatigue him automatically. So then Derek Lowe will come out. Garringer's 3 for 3. He's a lefty. Let's see if I have a lefty to get him out. We'll bring in Steve Howell. So Steve Howell will come in, lefty on lefty. He's dangerous against lefties, so we'll see how he does against the Hall of Famer. First and third, 1 out. Infield will play back, trying to get 2 against the Hall of Famer. Garringer 3 for 3 with a walk, 4 RBIs. Tennis behind the plate sets the target. Howell from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Garringer. 5-6 is a fly ball center. Mays is coming in. Got an arm, but Anderson will score and make it now 13-4. So 8, 11, 13, 4 here in the 8th. There's Tony Gwynn, 4 for 5. He made out for the first time back in the 6th inning. Tennis sets in the target. Howell from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Gwynn. And that's a 4-6 ground ball to short. Garcia-Parra makes the play. And that's all she wrote. But the Jumbo Shrimp add another one on the fire. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 13-4 Jacksonville. So now going to the bottom of the 8th. Again, it's just been complete dominating performance by the JJS here. 9-run lead. Jacksonville 13 runs, 15 hits, while Worcester 4 runs on 9 hits. Here's Tennis. He's a 255 year. He's hitting 29 homers and 87 RBIs, 17 doubles, over 100 walks that season. He really struck lefties well this season. Johnson sets in the target. Blackwell still in the game here in the 8th inning. 4-10, 5-ball center field. That's Brady Anderson, 2-4. Doesn't make the catch. And that is a hit. So drops in front of him. So Gene Tennis has a hit. So that's his first hit, the team's 10th. And here's Boggs. Boggs 0 for 3 has a walk. We'll see if Boggs can get this team on their backs. Remember, Jacksonville did score 6 in the first. So big scoring innings are possible. Boggs 0 for 3 with a walk. Johnson sets in the target. Blackwell from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Boggs. 2-10 double play ball. Cash. The Rollins back to Cash. Double play. 3-6-3. Here's Trout. He's 1 for 4. Doubled in the first. Johnson sets in the target. Blackwell looking to go a good 8. Here's the pitch to Michael. And that'll be a 5-8. Struck him out, and Blackwell has gone 8. We gone 8. We head to the 9th. It's all JJS. They lead by 9, 13-4. So now with Rollins comes up, followed by Brett and Ruth. Steve Howell will try to finish the 9th. Tennis sets the target in. Howell with the windup. Here's the pitch to Rollins. 6-7 struck him out. So Steve Howell looking a dominating performance. Here's the lefty George Brett. He also gets Ruth after this. So lefties are really what Howell wants to pitch to. Tennis sets in. Howell with the big windup and pitch to Brett. And that'll be a 6-8 line drive to Garcia-Parra for out number 2. Now here's Ruth. He's 3 for 4 with the home run. Ruth had a single back in the first, a walk in the third, a strikeout in the third, a double in the 5th, and a homer in the 7th. Can Babe triple?
Again, this is Babe Ruth's unbelievable. I believe it's. Oh, why? What year is this? Holy, it does not look right against a lefty. Holy smokes. This is supposed to be a 1920 card, but boy, that does not look like the card he should be playing on. Of course, I can't look at the card right here. Boy, against lefty, there's no way there's that many home runs. That card is not right. I can almost guarantee it. So we're going to have to look at that one and see if there's a little bit of screw up there. There's no way he has that many homers against a lefty. That is one of the best strat cards I've ever seen, but there's no way that's that card. So let's look at it real quick here, folks. Hang on. Has me wondering. I'm going to open up a second app. It'll give you an error saying, hey, I'm on the second app. I know, I understand. So let's look up. Hang on one second, guys. I'm just have to look. I really do have to look. I may have to alter Ruth and put him on a change his card somehow, but the season's already started, so it kind of makes it a very kind of an interesting if I can do. It's going to allow me to do this. So Ruth, kind of interestingly here. So we'll see if the card is. I'm almost certain it is. So that 1920 season, I mean, to me, it's one of the best. I know they say 1921 is just as good, but boy, that 1920 Babe Ruth is just salivating. So let's look at the Bambino here. So Ruth will come up, and there's no way that's this card. He doesn't have that many home runs versus a lefty. Oh, you know what? It is. Holy shit. 54 home runs, 137 ribbies. That card is just that good. I have to look it up on the actual strat game because I've never seen it that good. Holy smokes. He does have home runs on 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 11. And Ruth was he was a 1L that year. So holy home run or bust on that season. Okay. Well, we go back. So Ruth will hit. Jesus. I've never seen it like that. I'm wondering if that card is still not right. So Kenneth sets in the target. Howell from the stretch are going to make me pull out my 1920 strat cards and see if this card is right. So here's a pitch to the Bambino. Keep it off the one column. Thankfully, he dead rolled him. Fly ball to right. Trout makes the catch, and Ruth is retired. We go to the bottom of the ninth. It's 13-4 Jacksonville. So we go to the bottom of the inning. That was, yes, it was 15 home runs and 125 at bats. What do you mean? Hey, Tony, Cards and Dice, welcome aboard. Again, this is the Minor League Baseball Draft League for Stratomatic. Worcester will bat for the last time here in the ninth, trailing 13-4 opening day. Jacksonville, 13 runs, 15 hits, no errors. Worcester, 4 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. Williams will be followed by Terry and Mays. So lefty, righty against Blackwell. This is his inning of fatigue. Let's see if they can get the 3 hits or walks to get in a relief pitcher here. Johnson sets the target. Blackwell looks in the windup. Here's the pitch. 2-7 fly ball center. Teddy couldn't get a break there himself. Anderson makes the catch, and there's 1 out. Here's Bill Terry. He's 3 for 4. Solid year this season for Bill. 401 average, 23 homers, 129 RBIs. Johnson sets the target. Blackwell with the windup. Here's the pitch to Terry. 2-7 fly ball right field. The Babe is there. Makes the catch, and that is 2 outs. And now here's the Say Hey Kid. He's 2 for 4 with a double, steps up, and Mays so far has doubled in 2 in the first, single in the 5th. Last chance for Worcester, down 13-4. Johnson sets a target. Blackwell the windup. Here's the pitch to Mays. 4-6, single on the 9th, base hit. Mays, he's 3 for 4. Oh, no, it was not. It was a 9, and that was not an out. So he makes the play, and the side's retired, and that is the ball game. So the final score here in game number 1 of 60 or 66, it is the Jumbo Shrimp winning this by a score of 13-4. The Jumbo Shrimp, again, are Miami Marlins' premier AAA franchise, taking on the Worcester Redsoxs. In the game, Blackwell was a great start. You can pitch a 9-inning complete game against these Hall of Famers. You got something here. He went 9 innings, 10 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned. You'll take that. 6 walks and 8 strikeouts. For the JJS, Shrimp went 4 for 6, 2 RBIs. Rollins 1 for 6, an RBI. They went a total of 13 of 41, 15 of 41, 13 runs scored, 13 RBIs. Rollins 1 for 6, Brett 1 for 5, had a home run, 2 RBIs. Rollins had a home run. Ruth 3 for 5, 2 runs scored, had an RBI, had a home run. Johnson 0 for 5. Gonzalez 1 for 3. Brady Anderson 1 for 3. Cash 1 for 5. Charlie Garringer 3 for 3. 2 runs scored, had 5 RBIs. But it was Blackwell with the complete game. Doc Gooden had absolutely nothing in his 85 season. 2 innings, 8 hits, 8 runs, 4 were earned, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Derek Lowe came in and saved the Redsox bullpen. 5 1/3, 7 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Howell went an inning and 2/3. Nicely done. 1 strikeout. Again, doubles in the game by Gwynn, Ruth, Garringer, Trout, and Mays. Home runs by Rollins, Brett, and Ruth. So the Jumbo Shrimp get the first win on opening night. They win this 13-4. Jacksonville 13 runs, 15 hits, and no errors. The Red Sox 4 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. I'll entertain questions. There was anything regarding leagues on this game. Again, somebody came in wondering what the heck am I doing. I'll be happy to explain anything that that I'm currently working on or this season. As it's kind of a little bit of project getting me started on this, but I did. Again, what I did is I took 12 minor league franchises off the American League, as it is, or the international, originally known as the International League, and then I went ahead and drafted about 500 players auto to these 12 teams, and then I made some trades and transactions. Okay, I was telling Bleacher Bump Gaming for good reasons, and I went ahead and did that. I think it worked out well. I mean, this is one game you're seeing why these teams may have to adapt to get a long reliever. This was definitely showed you what happens to a great pitcher like Doc Gooden. He could not get anyone out. He got knocked around 2 innings, and he was done before the day was done. So, final score 13-4. But this is a 3-game series here at the Fens. Again, both teams will play each other 6 times during the season, 3 home, 3 roads, as we'll have 12 different franchises featured in this league. So, folks, thank you for coming in. We'll see if there's any questions or comment. I appreciate that, Tony. Thank you so much. Good call. Thank you so much. Yes, have a great one. Home run every 8 at bats. Well, this is Ruth's year of 1920. Crazy Doc. Yeah, he got sick. I mean, there's no this kind of offensive season is just going to be if you hit mostly off. Unfortunately, he did not hit any of his rolls. They're all on the batter's cards, and these cards are just too good. A lot of these guys have 1.0 OPSs. So, thank you, Tony. I really appreciate you putting it on the site. I was going to put my game on there too, so people can watch it, and hopefully the box score too. And if not, I probably want people to watch it anyway. So thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. We'll have another one probably tomorrow or have an upload. We'll talk to you later. Thank you for coming in. We'll see you later, and goodbye for now.